Dolphins Today is presented by Manscape. If you go to manscape.com and use promo code Dolphins, you get 20% off plus free shipping on their new beard hedger. We'll tell you more about that later on today's show. I am Will Scott. Welcome in to Dolphins Today. We're going to get into the latest news and rumors here in a second. But first, we just relaunched the Patriots channel here at Chat Sports. And Patriots Today has more new subscribers than us this week. That is unacceptable. The Dolphins cannot be losing to the Patriots on the field and on YouTube. That just cannot happen. I need to beat the Patriots channel. Go and subscribe to Dolphins Today now. Help us beat the Patriots channel for the most new subscribers this week. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson because we mentioned it yesterday. He announced on Twitter that he has requested a trade from the Baltimore Ravens, and a lot of people were foolishly throwing the Dolphins out there as a team that might trade for him. Mike McDaniel was asked about that possibility at the league meetings. McDaniel saying, quote, absolutely not pursuing Lamar Jackson, says Mike McDaniel. So the Dolphins are not going to be pursuing Lamar Jackson. Here is what Mike McDaniel said. That's why you pick up the fifth-year option on Tua. That's how you do it. That's why you pick up the option as soon as you know you're going to. So to kind of, as opposed to speaking, having an action speak, to really squash any of that unnecessary direction or chatter. What is your one-word reaction to this? Mike McDaniel saying the Dolphins are not going to be pursuing Lamar Jackson. Let me know down in the comments section, what is your one-word reaction? My one word is good. The Dolphins should not be pursuing Lamar Jackson because they have a good quarterback already. Now, a team like the Patriots, who are not really do not have a proven quarterback in Mac Jones, it might make more sense for them. But Tua Tagovailoa led the league in passer rating last year, and his numbers throwing the ball were better than Lamar Jackson. But yeah, sure, this does not include Lamar's rushing stats, nearly 800 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. But Tua had 25 touchdowns, played more games, over 3,500 passing yards for Tagovailoa as opposed to 2,200 for Lamar Jackson. And, of course, Tua led the league in passer rating, 105.5, Jackson 91.1. So Tua had the better year last year. So giving up on Tua, trading your future away for Lamar Jackson does not make sense. And I thought McDaniel had a good point when he said that's why you pick up the fifth-year option, so you squash any of that noise, right? And that's what I said when the Dolphins picked up the fifth-year option, that by doing that, that completely needs to shut down all the rumors you're hearing about Brady, Jackson, any other quarterback that's been linked to Miami. But the Dolphins are committed to Tua Tagovailoa for at least this year, perhaps beyond, depending on how he plays this next season. I want to tell you about our friends over at Manscaped. Manscaped has launched a new beard hedger. Get cleaned up for the spring by going and getting that. They've already helped you tidy up all the nooks and crannies of your body's basement, right? But this year, Manscaped can help you get the perfect presentation on that beautiful face with the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Make sure you look your best this spring. By using code Dolphins, you get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. The kit is going to come with liquid goods to make you feel good, starting with the beard shampoo and conditioner. The Pro Kit also has Manscaped's beard oil. Cap it off with the beard balm as well. Producer Jack, my beard has been looking pretty fresh as of late. And the reason for that is because of the Beard Hedger. What I really like about it is you're going to clip this on, and you're going to have a lot of different lengths to choose from. I typically go with 3. If you have a more thick beard, like Harrison Graham, host of Bears Now, maybe go with a 9.5 or a 10. But it's really customized to fit kind of the look you're going for. I used it last night. My beard was a little bit too thick. I used it last night. My beard is a perfect length now. So I love the Beard Hedger. It has been by far the best beard trimmer that I have ever had. I can promise you, if you have a beard, you will like it as well. Go and support the show by using promo code Dolphins at manscaped.com. That link, that promo code in the comments and the description. Let's get into this next thing because ESPN posted the 5 best fits for Lamar Jackson. The Falcons were number 1, and I tend to agree, even though they've said they're out on Lamar. The Jets are number 2. Maybe they'll pivot if they swing and miss on Rodgers because that trade is not official yet. If that trade falls apart, maybe they'll pivot. The Colts have been certainly linked, as well as the Bucs, and the Dolphins are there at number 5, probably because of the fact that Lamar Jackson is from South Florida, has been linked to the Dolphins before. But again, Mike McDaniel has said that the Dolphins are not going to be pursuing Lamar Jackson. Chris Greer has said multiple times that Tua Tagovailoa is the guy. So hopefully this noise, these rumors that we've heard, will be silenced because Tua Tagovailoa should be the guy going forward. We know Lamar's not a Dolphin, but where is he going to end up? Go down in the comment section. Let me know, where will Lamar Jackson play next season? I would say either Indianapolis or Atlanta. I feel like those are the 2 teams that are going to be in the mix for him in the end. The Dolphins are not trading for Lamar Jackson, but maybe they will trade for Cincinnati Bengals offensive tackle Jonah Williams, someone who we've talked a decent amount about here on the show. The Dolphins were named a potential landing spot for Williams by PFF. Here were the 4 possible Jonah Williams trade destinations, according to PFF: the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Tennessee Titans, the New York Jets, and, of course, the Miami Dolphins. Now, those 3 teams, not named the Dolphins on that list, need a left tackle. The Dolphins need a right tackle, but the appeal here with Williams is he blocked for Tua Tagovailoa at Alabama. So you have that connection. And, yeah, he wants to be a left tackle. Yeah, he requested a trade from Cincinnati after the Bengals signed Orlando Brown Jr. But if you give him an extension that's left tackle money to play a right tackle, then I think he might consider and be open to a trade to the Miami Dolphins. But we're certainly hearing the trade rumors with Jonah Williams heat up, and I do believe a trade is going to happen here sooner rather than later. Hopefully it's to Miami. It's to Miami. That offensive line looks a lot better with Teron Armstead on one side and Jonah Williams on the other. Do you want to trade for Jonah Williams? Type T for trade or type P for pass down in the comment section. Go down and let me know. So I whipped up this trade idea last week, and I wanted to revisit it because I think this would be a fantastic deal for the Dolphins. Now, you only have 4 draft picks in this year's draft, so I don't want to trade any of those picks away, right? You already gave up 1 for Jalen Ramsey, which was a steal, but you have 4 picks right now. I don't want to move any of those picks. So in this trade, not only are you going to add a right tackle, potentially, in Jonah Williams, but you're also going to add a draft pick this year, 6th-round pick this year, give up a 3rd-round pick next year, and Austin Jackson, who, if you trade for Williams, is not going to be starting on this offensive line. So I think this move makes a lot of sense for Miami, and I do believe it would be enough to get done. Now, Miami has certainly been aggressive in free agency. ESPN put together a post-free agency power rankings listing their top teams in the NFL after free agency based on the moves they have made. So let's take a look at this list. The Dolphins, in their way too early power rankings, which was released right after the Super Bowl, were 8th. The Dolphins have jumped up to 6th after their free agency moves, behind the Kansas City Chiefs, Cincinnati Bengals, San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles, and the Buffalo Bills. So right now, according to ESPN, the Dolphins are right there with the Buffalo Bills and ahead of the Chargers, Cowboys, Lions, and the Jaguars. I think Buffalo should be worried. I really do. And yeah, they've had kind of control of the division the last couple of years since Tom Brady left New England. But Buffalo has regressed this offseason. Miami has gotten even better. A good football team has gotten better. Buffalo, I'm not saying they're not a good football team. I still think this is a playoff team. But the last couple of years, they haven't had a whole lot of competition for that division title spot. That's going to change this year. I expect the Dolphins to be right up there, if Tua stays healthy, right up there with the Buffalo Bills at the end of the season when you're talking about the AFC East. Are the Dolphins a top 5 team? Right now, ESPN has us at 6. But are the Dolphins a top 5 team? Y for yes, and for no down in the comments section. Look, I think this is a top 5 offense. I think this is a top 10 defense. They're right there in terms of being a top 5 team in the National Football League. It's going to be an exciting season. We're going to continue to have you covered throughout the offseason. YouTube.com/Dolphins News. Go and subscribe to the channel right now.